welcome back to a new video. So we're back on the truck. We'll get back to the STI shortly, but I wanted to get these couple things done on the truck. And those couple things are actually removing the rest of the chrome. So the bumpers, the handles, all that stuff just came in and I want to get it done because I cannot stand any chrome on this truck. So the option that I went with is actually a cover that goes over the OEM bumper. So instead of replacing the entire thing, they actually have gloss black covers that go directly over this, which is really nice since you don't have to remove anything. It's a fairly simple install, and everything just gets held on with some double-sided tape. So not too bad. We'll see how it holds up over time. If it, comes off and it starts getting annoying, we can look into other options, but I wanted to try these out. In terms of cost, it's fairly inexpensive as opposed to replacing the entire front bumper, so I figured I would try these first, see if I like them, and then go from there. It's actually the same finish as my grill that I just replaced not too long ago, so it's going to match really nicely. The rear bumper covers are supposed to be in, they're actually on back order, so they said 12 plus weeks. So who knows when they're going to be in. I might vinyl wrap them in the rear just to get rid of the chrome in the meantime, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. I just want to get the pieces that I have currently on the truck. So let's go ahead and let me show you what those pieces look like, and then we can get to installing. So these are the handle covers, very, very simple, just like the bumper covers. It's literally just slips right on. It's got some double-sided tape on the other side, and you literally just stick it right onto the OEM handles. So it's really, really simple install. Now you can replace it with the OEM handles that are black, but from what I gathered, they're not gloss. It's more of a kind of a matte finish. So replacing it with the same exact gloss black that's on the grill, that's going to be on the bumpers, kind of just sits better with me. And again, very simple install, and you don't have to remove anything. And with all the reviews that I looked at, everybody says they're holding up very well. They're on there very, very well, and they don't come off or anything like that. So, and I've had success with this kind of stuff in the past with other cars. So I figured I would give these a go as well. It does include this little packet with an alcohol prep pad and some adhesive promoter. So you can use that as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. I did use that on a previous car, and when I went to take it off, actually, it was not the prettiest thing. So I'm probably not going to use that. If it ends up, coming off or coming loose, I'll just take it off and use some stronger double-sided tape, and I'll figure out a different solution. But for now, I'm just going to stick to using the tape here, and we'll see how it works overall. Now let's go check out the bumpers. Now here are the bumpers. Obviously, kind of hard to tell. They're all wrapped up, but it comes in 3 different pieces. So this is one side, that's the other side, and then on the bottom is the center section. So same kind of install, double-sided tape, just make sure everything's clean, then you literally just stick it on. So it's a very, very straightforward install with everything. You just want to make sure that the surface that you're working on is really clean. I'm going to wipe everything down. I'm actually going to clay bar it, or an auto scrub actually. Make sure it's all clean and there's no debris or anything like that. They actually said if you have any dents or dings or anything in your bumper, to actually take the bumper off and try to bang them out so it actually has good adhesion to the bumper, because if there's a place, especially right here, or where the 3M tape is supposed to hold on to, if there's a divot, it's not going to actually touch the bumper. So you'll have issues with that. But my bumper's in good shape. There's no dents, there's no dings, there's nothing. So I'm just going to give it a really good cleaning. Another thing to take into consideration is the temperature. You obviously don't want to be applying this in negative 20-degree weather. You want to be applying the stuff when it's pretty warm out. Right now it's about 65 degrees in New Jersey, which is pretty crazy. So I figured this was the best opportunity to get this done. Obviously, if it's 30 degrees, 20 degrees, it's not going to adhere as well. It's going to take longer to adhere to the bumper. You can use a heat gun or hair dryer to speed up the process. I'm going to use my heat gun no matter what, like I always do, just to make sure that the double-sided tape is adhering well. But today in January, it's almost 70 degrees in New Jersey. So I figured, like I said, this is the best opportunity to get this done, and I won't have to worry about the colder temperatures. So let's go ahead, let's clean up all the chrome, do some auto scrub, and then wipe it down with some alcohol. And then we can get to installing all this. All right, so we got the bumper cleaned up, ready to go. Cleaned off with some IPA. I just used Gion Prep, which is like an IPA. And got all the oils off. I did the auto scrub and everything. So now they actually want you to start with the side pieces. So right now it still has a film on top of it right now, so it's not going to get scratched. I'll probably remove that as I'm putting it on there because I don't want to scratch it as I'm installing it. But as you can see, the film right there, that's the gloss finish. So all I'm going to do is peel off the backing of the 3M tape. And then they say wrap around the back edge around the side over here. And then kind of place it into place. On the top section here, you want to get it under those little rubber grommets right there as well. just to make sure it's a good fit, and then just position it correctly and you'll be good. So I'm going to do that on either side, and then we can get to the middle part. Honestly, it doesn't get any easier than that. Fitment is beautiful. Everything looks great. It covers all of the chrome. The center section butts up against here, so there's no chrome shown there. But as you can see, no chrome anywhere, even around the back. Really, really nice. And the cool part about it is it has some flexibility. It's not like fiberglass where it's really hard. So it does have some give, and the finish is really nice. It matches my grill perfectly. So really happy with that. Cool. And I got it under the little rubber grommets perfectly, and it's on there really well. Now I'm gonna go over and do the other side, get the center section done as well, and then I'll bring out my heat gun and get everything adhered well. But it's on there really well already. Pretty confident with its ability to hold on there forever, so I'm not too concerned about it. Let's knock out the other side and then get the center section finished, and then we can move on to the handles. All right, so we got the side pieces completed. Now we're gonna start in the center. Now this one's a little bit more involved just because you need to remove this plastic trim right here since the bumper goes beneath that, and then you put that back on so there's no chrome showing. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that trim. All I'm doing is using a pry removal tool and just kind of going around the edge of it on the outside and popping it off. So that is removed. That is the first time that has been removed, probably in 60,000 miles. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all the edges around there before I put the bumper piece on. All right, so the next piece of trim that we need to remove is this top piece right here. Since the cover is actually going to go underneath that, so it's simply just held down by a few tabs. I already started underneath. You can reach under and push the clips, and then I'm just going to kind of work my way down. Just be careful as you're doing it, because that part's really sharp. Believe it or not, it's plastic, and it cut me. So just be careful as you're slipping your fingers under there. I am using the pry tool, but sometimes fingers are a little bit easier to kind of manipulate and get into places. But right here, pretty sharp. So let me go ahead, pop this trim up, and then I'm going to clean up under there, and then we can put the cover on. All right, so it's all cleaned up, ready to go. So same exact thing, just going to peel off the double-sided tape, the red part, as well as the film on top, slip everything under all the trim, and then I'm gonna pop that centerpiece in, and we will be good to go. Holy moly, that looks great. Now all I got to do is put the center trim piece back in. This piece just clips right in with all those little clips around there, and we'll be set. No chrome is showing. It fits beautifully. I'm really impressed with this. So let me go ahead, throw this in, and we can get a final look. All right, so as you're installing the centerpiece, you want to make sure that you're positioning the clips a little bit higher than they normally do. You don't want to push them all the way down. And the reason for that is because there's an extra edge around here. And if you push them all the way down, it's not going to clip in correctly. So in order to get it in correctly, keep the clips pushed out a little bit, and then it'll clip in nice and secure. There we go, way better. Everything fits beautifully. I'll show you around all the edges and everything. There was literally no chrome underneath, up top, around any edge. It literally fits perfectly. And it looks OEM. I can't believe how much better that looks. I cannot wait for the Morimoto 4-banger fog lights to come in to get rid of that, I guess the only chrome up front. I do have new emblems coming, and I gotta do something about these tow hooks. But that's the least of my worries, it's not too bad. And I do wanna remove that bottom splitter thing. The thing's annoying. It's better for gas mileage, but I really don't care about gas mileage. So I'm probably just gonna remove that. I believe it's just held down by some clips, so it's easy to get that done. But let's go around, let me show you the fitment of everything. And man, I think I'm gonna leave the front plate off actually. It's actually a pretty cool design. The license plate mount, if you see the 2 bars right there, it actually clips onto it. So it's not drilled anywhere. There's no holes or anything. It's a really cool design. So if you don't want to run a front plate, or you live somewhere where you don't need one, you know, you literally just pop off the entire plate bracket. Super simple. But I'm a fan of no front plates, even though I live in New Jersey. I haven't ran one on my cars, on the STI and my M3, in probably over a decade, and I never had any issues. So I'm probably gonna leave it off for now. If I do have any troubles, I'll just throw it back on. It's really easy. But yeah, let's go check out the fitment. All right, so here's the fitment around this side. On the bottom, no chrome. And if you wrap around this side, no chrome at all. Come around here, as you can tell, it went underneath this plastic piece, so it's definitely under there. There's no chrome showing. Nothing on the side where the 2 pieces meet. Obviously nothing around here because that popped on top. Same thing on the other side. No issues at all, no chrome. Man, this is so much better. I can't get over how much better this looks. All right, so let's get on and do the door handles, and we can finish up. So there's the before, there's the after. Way better. It does show a little bit of the chrome up top here, but not that big of a deal. Better than wrapping vinyl, because that never holds up, especially on handles. So not bad. It's on there really well. So I'm still gonna go around with the heat gun and do everything, but I just wanted to get everything on first. Bumper is done. I heated everything up with the heat gun. Come around, hard to see, but got the door handles done. And I also had a little piece of black vinyl. I thought I was totally out, but I ended up just covering the rear. Can't even see it, but covering the rear back here. Much better than the chrome. Still waiting on the chrome bumper pieces, which is annoying me right now. So I need to pick up some vinyl just to get that sorted for now. But it looks way better. Handles are done. Absolutely love it. So good. So I took that air dam off. I just bent the little tabs up. It's right there. Looks way more like a truck now. Now those tow hooks stand out a little bit more. But now you can see, it's kind of dark obviously, but you can see more tire, just looks a little bit more aggressive. I was going to throw some yellow film on the fog lights, but the new fog lights that are coming in are a shade of yellow. But I'm not sure if it's worth my time just to do it for now, you know, just for a week or two until the new ones come in. But man, that was so easy. It was literally like, I don't know, 8 or 10 millimeters, and then 2 clips, and it pops right off. Looks so much better, way more aggressive. So obviously hard to see when it's dark, but you get the idea. But overall, really happy with how this thing is turning out. I cannot wait for the wheels and tires. It's really going to take this truck to the next level. If you have any questions at all about the bumper covers or the door handles or anything else on the truck or the STI, don't be afraid to ask them below. I will update you guys once the rear bumper pieces do come in. I'll do a video on that as well, but hopefully they come in sooner than 12 weeks because that's a little crazy. But that's all I got for you guys. If you have any questions at all, be sure to ask them below. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.